Hello YouTube, I'm back for the second part. This is my review of, well, it's a review and it's also the second part of what I got for my birthday, and I'm just going to bring it down here. It is the Sony PlayStation 2. It was going cheap for, this is the slim version, and I got this for £30. And well, I also had to buy a memory card for £5. It was well worth it. Yeah, so my thoughts on this is it's good to pick up. If you've never had one, I mean, I never had one personally. I had an original Xbox, and I left it with relatives whenever I go there and play it. So I got this just to play some classic games. Well, not really classic, but sort of last gen games. Well, here, and it was £30, a good deal. Plus, I got a lot of games cheap. So I'll just show you the games. But I'd say, yeah, definitely if you haven't had one, or if you're broke a wee while ago and you want to play some new games, now's the time. You can get this one for 30 and a fat one for £20 out of game. So put this back up here and I'll show you the games that I got with it. Springy show you. Right, so first of all I got Call of Duty Dynasty Hour for PS2, which I've played a bit of, and it's fun, but it's more difficult than your Call of Duties. And I'll need to play a bit more of it, because again I haven't played much. It's good, but just not played. And it apparently has online as well. This was in a deal, as you can see, for 3 for £10 at a Game Station. So that's why I got this, and I'll show you the rest of them, which were in the 3 for £10 deal soon. But first of all, show you this, which was in a 3 for £5 deal out of Game Station, which was Grand Theft Auto 3. This I've played a bit of this too. I found out that it's the same basic city as in Liberty City Stories. Thought they might have changed it up a bit, like they did with Grand Theft Auto 4, but it still is. It's different stories and everything, so it's a good game. And so, and yeah, I got this in a 3 for £5 deal as well, as I said. So that's really cheap, and it's definitely worth picking up right now. So next up is Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. As I said before, this was in the same sort of deal. This was in the same deal as Call of Duty Final Fronts, and it is. I had this before for PSP, and I've not really played much of it on the PS2 because of that, but I'll definitely say it's a really good game, and one of my favourite Grand Theft Autos, and I'll definitely say it has the best tune, like the main theme tune for a Grand Theft Auto game, and one of the best for games overall. So yeah, next up is Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, which I just started it. I'm not really that far into it at all, but so I can't really say much about it. But from what I've seen, like adverts and stuff on YouTube and reviews, it looks good. So I'm looking forward to sort of getting more of a chance to play this. I've got Oni. It's made by Rockstar, and I've only played the training really for this. I've not got much further into it, because if I say I've not been playing a game much, it's probably because I've got new PS2 games and stuff, and I've been doing quite a lot else than just playing the PS2. So I'll show you that. It's got a nice graphical style, and the physics are good for the time. So I don't know if it's worth picking up for you, but it is at it probably is at $7.99. So next up is Tony Hawk's Underground. This was probably my favourite Tony Hawk's game. All of the hardcore fans sort of disagree, but they would say that it's Pro Skater 2 or 3. I had them all because I'm a big Tony Hawk's fan, and out of all of them, this is my favourite. The only one I haven't played is Ride, so I can fairly say that this was my favourite out of them all. It has nice graphics, a good story, and it's fun. Though I don't know why they added driving into it, because the driving is not good. But small part of the game, and it's really fun. So you just basically you get to create your own character, which is you, and you just go from a Jersey local to a pro skater, which is really good fun. And I got it in the 3 for $5 deal, so that's worth to pick up. And this is a game I have not played yet. So yeah, I can't really say anything about it. It has nothing to do with the movie, but I know the movie was made by John Carpenter, and he made my favourite movie, Halloween, so I'm going to have a look at this. Well, Halloween's one of my favourite movies anyway. So I'm gonna have a look at this, yeah. I don't know, but apparently this is like set after the movie. I don't know, it says where the movie ended, the true terror begins, so after the movie. Haven't played this either yet, so I don't know what to say. Even though it might be a first-person shooter, it might not be. I think it is from that, but yeah. I don't know if you're shooting dinosaurs or whatever. It looks alright though, so give it a go. And next, last but not least, Spider-Man, which I have not played on my PS2 yet, but I played this a long time ago, and it is a good fun game. And well, it's not as good as the second one, but I know it's fun, so it's definitely worth playing. And I'm gonna get the second one and the third one for PS3 soon, so yeah, I'll put this away now. Also with the PS2 that's my PS3 controller, very similar. Sorry, I'll put it up here. This is the PS2 controller. It looks pretty much similar to PS3. Only main difference is that you don't get a button here, and look, there's a button here instead of triggers. So that's about it really. So I'm just going to end this video quickly. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I've got one more part to show you, and yeah, that's it. So check out part 3, and if you haven't seen part 1 yet, watch that too. So thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.